All right. Mm, okay. All right, cool. I think we are live. Morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. Welcome to the community meeting. So we're gonna wait for a few minutes, just 3 minutes. So it's 5 past 10 in the morning right now. It's 2 past 10 in the morning right now. So we'll wait until 5 past 10 before we get started. I hope everybody will have joined us by then. So yeah, we'll wait for 3 more minutes.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Hi.
I thought you left me.
No, I
I thought
didn't.
this was your revenge.
Give me a few seconds, please. How's it going, Tuli?
Oh, good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Oh, so we have Manu. Hi, Manu. We also have Bami. Hi, hello.
Hello.
Thanks for joining, Manu.
Hey,
Hi, thanks for
hey,
joining.
hey.
Welcome.
Hi to Lee.
Hi, Bami.
Yeah,
I
morning.
see. We have an elephant in the room.
Who's the elephant?
Lucas is here.
Who's the elephant? Did I miss some things that I don't
Lucas
know
is there.
about?
He's the elephant.
Lucas is the elephant.
Oh my goodness. Since when did you become an elephant? Did I
He has
miss
been gone.
something when
He
I
has
was
been
away?
gone for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
What elephant?
He has been gone for 2 weeks.
Yeah, Lucas is the elephant.
You mean the elephant in the room?
Yeah.
Yeah, the elephant in the room.
Okay, cool. We have 1 more minute to go. Ace, are you gonna start, right?
Yes.
All
My
right, cool.
pleasure. Is it time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Hi. Good morning. Okay. We have Ashmit joining. Hello. Good morning. Welcome to today's community meeting. I'm Ace. I'm your host as usual. Today I have with me Tuli, Wukash, we have Bami, we have Manu, we have Ashmit. Come on, y'all. Say hello.
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 Thank you. So without no further ado, let's get started. Personally, I don't have much to share because I was all alone in the last community meeting, which is sad. Look at them. Look
Oh.
at everyone is here. Can you imagine? I feel betrayed. So,
Sorry.
so we are here today. So I have a couple of things on my agenda. So if you, like I shared earlier in the last community meeting, I hope I shared that, that we are actually going to give our certificate for the last mentorship program we just ended, before we can like kickstart the new edition, which is the third edition of the CKPI mentorship program. So if you all missed the conversation, I actually shared some initial design I started working on Slack. So you can like check it out if you are willing to like help us like improve it. or make it follow the brand guideline that we have, please feel free to reach out to me. I would love to like collaborate with you. So that is that about the certificate. And also we are going to like get the summary of the mentorship program. So before I used to just publish the summary, but now I would not just be publishing it. I would first share with the mentors, so the mentors can also like include their own insights or what they would love to see in the mentorship summary. So after that, we are going to like roll it out and publish it publicly for everyone to see how the 2023 mentorship program went and what it was all about, the success, the struggles, and the interesting things that happened. So if you are interested, you should keep an eye out when it get published. I believe it will be promoted. So that is what I want to share about the last mentorship program. And yes, about GSOC. GSOC has, if you are not aware, we are currently in the coding phase of GSOC. So we already have like folks already coding with a lot of errors. I can see people with errors like, hey, help me out. What is happening? So many errors. So yeah, we are looking forward to Google Summer of Code. It has officially started. Folks already like coding and working on the project. So yeah, nothing much about GSOC that I haven't shared. So looking forward to an amazing Google Summer of Code, folks. Anyone have any question? Because I've been doing a lot of talking.
Nope.
No, just looking forward for the summary.
Awesome. So can someone help, like keep an eye out on the YouTube channel? Because for some reason, Phantom is blocking me from using my computer, apart from Zoom.
Yeah, there's no questions yet. There's nobody on Zoom, or there's nobody on YouTube or LinkedIn so far.
Okay, cool. So before I go into other stuff, Tuli, I believe you have some agenda you proposed.
Which agenda? For the community meeting or for the conference working group?
It should be conference because I believe this meeting is a mix of both.
Okay, so do you want me to jump to the other agenda? Because I do have quite a lot of items.
Yes.
All right, cool. All right. All right. Okay. Where do we begin? Now you caught me off guard. All right. Okay, cool. Do you mind sharing the conference board? I think I have it on the agenda.
Did you find it?
Yeah. Okay, I'll share the agenda link over here. I'm also gonna drop it here on YouTube. All right, cool. So yeah, I have a few things on my agenda regarding the conference working group. So the first one is the call for speakers for London. So as you know, call for speakers is out. So people can start applying to come and speak in London. So I did reach out to API Days yesterday to ask like how many slots we are getting in London. So far we have guaranteed 4 slots that will be allocated to the Async API Conf. But they might increase. Is something that I'm not yet certain if we'll get an additional 4. But we have like 4 guaranteed slots that we have for London. So does anybody have any questions? So what I will do is I'll reach out to some of the speakers. I've already started. So I've reached out to IBM, the folks from IBM, Salma, I've reached out to them
Sure.
to come and speak. A few
So when you
speakers.
say slots, you mean 4 speaker slots?
Yes,
Okay.
on the agenda, yeah. So we have like 2 hours to speak on the 18th of September. That's the information I got. But like I said, there will be additional slots, but we only have 4 guaranteed ones. So yeah. So does anybody have any questions so far on
Do you
this?
know how many proposals are already there?
Yeah, we only have 2 so far. Then yeah, other ones I still have, what do you call it? Mouth to mouth? What do you call it?
Yeah.
I
Basically,
forgot.
word
Yeah.
of mouth, I
Oh,
think.
mouth.
Yes, word of mouth. Thank you. Yeah, some of them are still word of mouth, but yeah, I'm trying not to like invite a lot so that they don't get disappointed. But yeah, I will also like reach out to some people that I think might want to speak. Yeah. So that's the update that I have regarding London.
I mean, I think we should like reach out to everyone and
Okay.
not be afraid that somebody will be disappointed that they don't get on the list
Mhm.
because we have this fallback, right? The online conference.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So you can always tell them like that you reach out to them. You don't guarantee that they get a slot, but for sure they will have a place to speak at the online, at least if they're not
All right.
accepted for the on-site.
Okay. All right. I will do that. We'll do that. All right. Second item on the agenda, we have Gravite, who also sponsored us on the side of the conference. They sponsored part of the initiative and also sponsored us as on the conference side. So yeah, Gravita will be our financial sponsors for this year. Shout out to Georgie for helping us.
So do you mean like sponsor the all conferences or a particular conference?
Ace, the whole conference. Where were you? You have started. It's 10:15 in the morning. Like really have you?
No, I'm just asking a question, Tuli.
Like really?
Yeah, because you
No,
know
this-
we have like SNKP on tour, which like we all know different like organizations like sponsor different venue, different location, and then you said Gravity, and I'm like the whole conference.
We have sponsors only for
Ace.
the tour, the entire tour, not
Yeah.
specific events.
Not specific. The one for specific ones is the one those are hosting us. Then the financial sponsors are sponsoring the whole tour. There is no
Okay.
particular location. Do you get it?
So which means Gravity is like the first one ever.
Yes. Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, we welcome Gravity as our financial sponsor for the conference tour this year. Yeah. All right. So yeah, the logo is gonna be up. I think we still need to merge it. Shout out to Tenzin for working behind the scenes on the conference website as well, contributing. So yeah, it will be made soon. The logo will be out there. Yeah. So that is the update on sponsorships. Now, Ace, do you mind sharing the conference board? The link is on the fourth point. Yep. Okay, cool. So another item that I wanted to discuss is like we need to come up with an exact date in October. That needs to be end of October. Does anybody have any idea on exactly which day we should have the online conference? But it has to be end of October because Soles is also having an online conference. So it has to be a day or during the week of the month end of October.
say like on the 24th or 30th. Is like Thursday.
31st
should
is on
like-
Thursday.
I think we should
Yes.
come up with like a couple of dates.
A couple of
and
dates, yeah.
let the community decide with a vote.
Okay. Lucas, you wanted to say something?
Well, like, I mean, definitely voice of the community, but I would basically go, like, I would suggest you to go through the live streams of the previous online conferences that we had
Mhm.
and see what they performed the best. Because I know from our experience, for example, that Saturday sucks,
Saturdays, yeah.
even though in the past community voted that Saturday is the best time. So
Best time
it's
is Friday.
always, so we should ask community, but we should first suggest the dates. Like, so I would, for example, suggest that we don't open up, like don't allow to vote on Saturday, because we know from the past that
Mhm.
it does not perform. So look on the numbers and then just pick few dates and
Okay.
give people like 2 weeks to vote.
All right. Okay. Cool. All right. I will double check the conference recordings. Then I will propose a day. I'll propose a day.
I think Wednesdays were always best.
Yeah, I was thinking also Wednesday, but I was thinking Wednesday. That will be on the blah blah blah. That will be on the 30th.
30th,
I
yeah.
was thinking the 30th of October because I know Fridays. I don't know. Most people might not
Think of
like
the
Fridays.
day.
Okay, I personally wouldn't want Fridays. So Wednesday is midday. Everybody's still working, still awake. But yeah, I will double check with the recordings from last 2-3 years to see which day performed best. Then I'll put up a discussion on that as well.
So is the conference gonna be a day?
Yes. Why?
No, nothing. I'm just asking.
Hmm.
For me,
Did we
more.
not agree in?
Sorry?
I'm saying, did we not agree to a day?
Yeah.
How
one
many
day.
season?
Mhm.
Hasn't been more than a
It's
day.
a day.
initially.
No, because now I understand because previously it was because we didn't have a KPI on tour, and that's why we used to have
Mhm.
more than one day. But now it makes sense. We have just a single day.
Mhm.
Okay.
And all depends on how many volunteers and from where we're gonna have them. But I also
Mhm.
remember that all the online events that we had in the past, we had a mixture of people from different parts of the world.
Mhm.
So it
Mhm.
was also complicated, but yeah, still possible to do event in the
Mhm.
time where we can, like, have people from Europe presenting first, and then
Mhm.
much later on the day have people from, for example, Americas present later. So yeah, that's something that we cannot put up for the probably for the question for the community. It all depends on the CFPs that we receive and
Yes.
where the speakers
Mhm.
are from. Yeah.
Mhm. All right. Yeah, most of the things will be decided after we close the call for speakers for London. Then we know if we are doing CFP or not and all those details. Yeah. Okay, cool. So right, we have opened up volunteers for the online conference. So I created an online conference to-do list. It's on a separate tab. Things that we need, that I identify that we need. So anybody can just identify if there's something that I might have missed, if there's an area that I missed. The middle one, the one in orange, or they are both in orange. Yeah. So I think we can start come the volunteers. I don't know, Bami, do you have any idea how we're going to do this?
We're gonna do what?
How we're
Is
going
that-
to moderate the volunteers? I just came up with the list of issues of the things that we currently need for the online conference. Like I
Alright.
said, are we only going to like oversee everything, but everything will be handled by the volunteers? We don't want to be like, we have other different areas. We just want to like oversee. Everything will be run by the volunteers, but we just will be there to oversee. So these are some of the things that I identify that we need. So yeah, I think
Okay.
people can start jumping in. I'm not sure how you'd like us to do it.
So I think I dropped you a message on Slack as well that we should have probably a doc or first off, I don't think all the volunteers knows the full deeds about the virtual conference that's coming up. So I think that's a better place to start. So we need to first enlighten them and probably point them to possible links and previous recording that they can have insight of how the virtual conference is like. And then people can start coming in as what they volunteered for. Some people are like for the moderators, some people want to work with the developers team, and some people with the design team. So they can now start working with the head of teams. I'm sure that I will be handling the designers, and I don't know who will be working with the developers that will be working on the website or updating the website. But I think I can work with folks that will be the programs coordinator, so I can start just talking to them and letting them know what we need and all of that. So yeah, but the first place to start is letting them giving them insights and letting them know what the conference is about and the role they play in the conference.
All right, cool. Okay, I think I can. Lucas?
Yeah, I just wanted to like multiply what just Bami said. That's what we did also with the previous conferences. So we defined roles first, because there were different responsibilities where we needed people for. We needed people that coordinate speakers in Restream, who come up during the breaks, introduce speakers, like the typical master of ceremony. But then we also had to have people that on regular basis moderate chat, share important links, ask for feedback, etc. We had to have someone running social media, etc. So there are many different roles. So we have to define them, then assign people, then assign hours where they are when they do it. And it's just simple spreadsheet. Really simple spreadsheet that you just have to then like a schedule, basically schedule of who's doing what, when, and one responsible coordinator that was always pinging people like, hey, it's you now, or in 2 hours, it's someone different. That's how it worked with the previous conference. And I think it works with different events. Like now this weekend with my running club, we were doing a on-site charity run, and that was the same. So we had basically a spreadsheet of all these different roles, who was selling mascots, who was welcoming runners, who was doing what, and then hours when somebody's available to do these things. So that will be the best. Otherwise, we're gonna have chaos and volunteers. I also think that they don't like chaos. Volunteer would like to help, but they need to exactly know how
Okay.
and what they help with.
All right,
I'll-
guys.
Okay, I wanted to say I could work on the spreadsheets probably after we've sent out the first communication, so I could work on the spreadsheet and assign the volunteers.
All right. I will also send you the link to the spreadsheet that we had for 2022. I think I still have it. Lucas, you shared with me the one for the coordinators. So I'll just create like a discussion under the conference discussion. Then I will start adding the details and everything. I think it's much better to like keep it there so that we can track everything. Then I'll share with you on Slack on the working group channel on Slack, then we can start from there. I mean, the coordinators, then we can pick up the roles that we want. Maya definitely design, Ace maybe the website.
So not just Ace, so you can also reach out to Ashmit. I think he's
Yeah, and
currently on the
Ashmeet
call.
as well.
So yeah, we have like all sort of interesting things for volunteers to work on.
Okay.
All right.
And regarding call for contributors for the online event,
Mhm.
did you do just a because I saw social media posts and also Slack posts like a public announcement, but did you also approach some community members directly, or you
Mm.
didn't do it yet? Because there, like for example, in if you're gonna find the schedule from the past years, Tuli, then there probably will be names from the past of people that helped. Maybe they'll be
help again.
interested to help again. Also,
Yes.
I know few people in our community that like they don't just code, but they actually do community work like Samnav or Rohit. So maybe like I mean, it's always good to have a mix. Like sometimes directly approach someone like and say like, hey, like maybe you want to help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think you can
I
also
do
reach out to
have a
Ben.
Sorry.
Ben. Yeah. I mean, it'd be nice to have the whole team from. Yeah. But I haven't started like the whole online thing because I still want to get done with London. Like I said, I still want to focus on seeing if we will have many speakers for London because automatically they will be the one doing the CFP. But for the volunteering part, yes, there are a few people who reached out to me, like who helped also on the last conferences, who would like to help this time around. And in terms of speakers, yes, there are speakers also who are interested in presenting online. So on that aspect, yeah, but it's all about like formalizing and getting started. So once I think we get started on the onboarding things and the details and the assigning the coordinators, then it will become easier on the workload as well. Yeah.
And just one comment to one of the issues that you created there, like community call for speakers and include London's session. You mean like the ones that will not be accepted for London?
Yes, the ones that won't able to make it to London will come under the online conference. Yeah.
Okay. So don't forget about Helsinki as well, because there were good proposals from
Yes,
Ivan
exactly.
and others. So.
Yeah. Okay, I think let me just add it up so that I don't forget. All right. Okay, cool. All right. Another thing finally that I had in mind is to start discussions for potential location for 2025. I'm sure we all learned a lesson last year, like we need to start early. So I believe after the summer, I think we can start initiating this conversation now so that because after summer holidays, people tend to get busy and forget. Then those discussions will be late. So I don't know. I think we should start discussing like the locations for next year. Lucas, would you like me to assign this to you? Or can I? Actually, I'm not asking. Can I assign this to you?
It's already assigned.
Yeah.
It's actually interesting that you mentioned it because when I was in Helsinki, I had like during the Async API Open API booth, we had discussions about other events in other continents that basically Europe sucks and it's not nice for bringing really diverse group of speakers and people from the community because of the visa issues. So actually I already had like 2 weeks ago discussions that we should for example, with API days, probably reach other locations, focus on other locations than Europe based. So yeah, I can initiate. I can also because I know that Solus and Gravity, they were interested with North America. So you can definitely put it on me if you want. I can do some exploration and suggestions.
All right. Okay. Assigned. All right. Cool. Yeah, because I think it's much better to start now than later on, so that at least we also give time like to prepare as well. So yeah. Ace, if you have any other locations that you might think we should go to, you can also add. Everybody's welcome. Although I've assigned it to Lucas, everybody's welcome to just drop their suggestions. So it's not only on Lucas, but like on everybody on the working group. If you have any
already know.
suggestions or
You already know what I have. Lagos.
Lagos.
yeah, I mean, that will be up. Yeah. So start initiating the conversations and yeah, for 2025. Yeah, it will be nice to also go to Lagos next year. So yeah. So the
Yeah.
sooner, the earlier, the better. The earlier, the better to start these discussions. Yeah. All right. Nah, that will be all that I have from the conference working group. So any other thing that I might have left out before I hand it back to Ace?
So I have a question. So you were saying something similar, something about taking speakers that were not like accepted for London and proposing them to like speak or the online version. So does that mean we are still going to like also have call for speakers for the online edition?
I think we should.
That's what I explained, that once we close the London CFP, we'll know how many speakers we want for the online edition, or will it be necessary to do call for speakers?
I think it should be
So
necessary.
It should be. For the sake, should be. Other folks to be able to apply.
okay.
Yeah, even if we prioritize people that we could not, for example, welcome in Helsinki because we couldn't cover the costs of travel, CFP is always a nice way of like discovering people, discovering contacts. So even if like in the past in online conferences, we had sometimes so many proposals that we had to drop people from online event as well. But since we are now different community, much bigger, much more people focused on topics like conference, even if we're gonna have so many CFPs that we have to drop few people from even online event, we can then go forward with experimenting with webinars maybe, and then off the schedule, organize some kind of webinar with a single speaker to present what the speaker had to present. You know what I mean? So
okay, makes sense. All right, so yeah, okay.
The only complicated
so we
thing,
can
of course, is that we don't have we would have to have a platform for CFP.
I
Now
think
we're using API
Ashmit
days.
is working.
Yeah, so we
Ashmit
actually
is working
on
on
that.
something. Yeah, we're working on that behind the scenes. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think by the time that is done, I think CFP for London closes in July. So after CFP for London closes, I think we should also be ready on our end. So yeah, we are on track. We are on track.
Okay, nice.
So yeah. All right. Cool. Any other questions, suggestions, something that I might have missed?
Yes, Helsinki. So, I mean, maybe we should. I was not sure if I should write a separate blog or, but maybe we should provide an update. Like, so we put a lot of effort in organizing events, in promoting people to come to the event, Submit CFP. but maybe we should also have like an extended or however we call it, like an update on like post event. You know what I mean? Like share some photos, share how many people who presented, share thank you, share like for example how many people attended to the talks, the feedback that we were getting, etc., etc.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I think
Yeah.
Yeah, it
the
makes
photo
sense.
aspect, the photo aspect is actually important because we plan on having a gallery section on the conference website. So maybe for every event that has happened, if it is in person, you can actually see photos of speakers and attendees.
Makes sense.
Do you think it has to be a separate blog post, or can it be just in the newsletter?
I think it should be
I
seen.
think
we
it's separate blog because that's a lot of information that will be going out.
Lucas, have you started working on that other one? The blog post for the conference for last year?
Sorry?
Then have you started working on the other blog posts for the conference that you were working on? Because I'm thinking maybe we can just combine it into one.
You mean like the update I did for last year from the Conventor, or?
Yeah, the conference show. Because I remember you spoke about writing up a summary of what the conference impact has done, especially when it comes to like contacts, sponsors, etc. Then maybe you can also start like with the Helsinki update, then make it one long blog. I don't know.
What do you mean? I wrote it already, right? Or
No, you haven't wrote it yet.
Yeah.
Or maybe you wrote it on a draft. I haven't seen it yet, but it's not published yet.
Doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Don't stress.
oh, actually, my last article was February last year. Wait, but I moved to brain fart. Let's see. Yeah, damn it. We don't have summary for last year. But we had conferences.
No, the summary for the conference last year, I wrote it, remember?
Yeah.
There is
So-
another summary that you were supposed to write. For the conference, you said you were going to write a summary of like the impact that you got. For instance, like the sponsors that you met that became sponsors this year.
Okay, this
The
one.
impact, that one.
That one. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's okay. It's like it's not just conferences, but yeah, mainly about like the impact of the conference. Yeah, damn it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I forgot. I have to write it. Jeez. Yeah. Okay, and then yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Maybe
Mhm.
you can make it like combine it, including the Helsinki. I don't know.
No, I
It
think
will
it's gonna
depend on
be.
you.
No, it has to be different. It has to be different because the like the update that you're referring to, where I want to share, it's about impact of conference, but also in general, like I want to summarize how long it takes from the initial contact to getting sponsors to getting use cases. So it's like completely different context comparing to just Helsinki update.
Okay.
So that's why I'll just do separate. I mean, I hoped you're gonna say
Okay.
no, we don't need update for Helsinki, but yeah. But yeah, I'll write it.
I have 2 blogs to write.
Yeah. I'm so happy now. But yeah, let's do it. It's important.
Okay.
All right. All right, cool. But anyway, I collected the Helsinki slides. So the link that should be up also this week. The PR should be made this week. So yeah.
And also, I think one
Quick question.
interesting contribution on the conference
Mhm.
website, we are going to like have something called the resources hub. So
Mm-hmm.
it will be easier for you to actually have access to slides from past
Mm-hmm.
events.
Videos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, something I want to add is I think the pictures from the conference too would be nice to be posted on Async API socials. Like last week some of our folks were at Async, and then we can just give a brief pictures for folks to see. That's
Yeah. You will,
our marketing sake.
Yeah, exactly. And so
Lucas.
everyone can know we are not bots.
Actually, yeah. I thought everybody who goes on conference should post pictures. I didn't see pictures for Helsinki. Why? You only have one job to do when you go to the conference. Pictures, pictures, pictures. Where were the pictures?
Nah,
I didn't see
was-
pictures for Helsinki.
I was focused on
Lucas,
running.
Yeah, it was running. They were doing a lot of running.
But yeah, pictures will be nice. I mean, we still have the ones from last year that are there on water cooler. That will be
No,
also
but
nice
wait,
to
but-
also
But
collect.
I was putting them on Twitter and LinkedIn from the
not,
speakers.
not,
from
not everyone is following.
But not on
Okay.
water cooler channel. We didn't see anything. Like if I didn't see it
Not-
on Slack, it didn't happen.
Not everyone is not following you because you are not popular.
I mean, like
I know.
everybody's on Twitter.
No.
We don't do social media.
Yeah. Tuli, you remember how Master of Ceremony works, right?
Oh,
last
you
year.
want to prove that? Come on, Lucas. Even I was the MC, but I made sure that the pictures were there on Slack. I made sure everything was there. But anyway, it's okay. You still have time. You still have time to post the pictures. We still want to see the pictures anyway. So yeah.
I'll include it in the article.
All right. Okay, cool. Actually, should we have a dedicated gallery page on the website for that? Yeah, we are working on that. There will be a gallery section for pictures. So we were gonna compile all the pictures that we had from last year to this year. Yeah, it would be nice to have everything there on the website. So yeah,
No, I'm
we are
asking
planning
for
on
the
that.
Lucas photos as well.
Yeah, Lucas' photos
Funny
should be
photos.
there as well. Not the running photos only, but yeah, all the photos, we want everything.
So something maybe for people working on the conference website,
Mhm.
because it's always gonna be issue, like especially like Master of Ceremony, it's really like requires a lot of focus. And during
Mhm.
talks, making photos also and posting on Twitter, from my experience, that's maximum I can do really.
Mhm.
But what I do, we have this hashtag that we use for very long already. API, async API
Async
conf.
API and conf.
So maybe conference website devs, if you're looking for some inspiration ideas, maybe we should have a section where we have a build that, for example, runs every day, fetch all the tweets or maybe there's already a component that we can embed. Because when you go really to the async API conf hashtag, there are pictures from me, from Jonas, from the event. So maybe that's the best solution.
But aren't the Twitter V2 APIs paid right now? Not V2, I think V3 has been launched. So isn't the paid to get the filtered tweets from the Twitter?
I think it's paid. You have to pay.
Yeah.
Seriously, even to embed tweets, they
No,
don't
but
have
Elon
components.
no. That is
to
like
use the API.
exactly. So like the embedding the tweet is something like we do it for a particular channel or something like that. But if we want something like personalized filtered tweets for a certain hashtag, so like in that case, I think we have to pay for that.
Damn it.
Capitalism.
No,
All
I think
right.
I just found an
Unless
article from this year where they explain how to do it. So I don't think it's I mean, because you're talking about API, and I'm not talking about API. I'm not talking about fetching through API tweets and then putting our branding, whatever. I'm talking about these components that usually companies like Twitter or Facebook they have, where you just through some iframe or whatever with a proper configuration, you embed a stream of hashtag tweets. You don't fetch the API. You don't touch the API. It's just that you embed like a Twitter in your website. That's what I mean. And that for sure is, it's, I'm reading news sites and they constantly share tweets, embed tweets or stream of tweets from Twitter. It's for sure available without fetching API. But yeah, that's anyway a implementation detail.
I know Socket.io used to have something like that, but
But
for some
Socket.io is
reason,
again, it's a WebSocket
no,
API,
no.
right?
I mean, they have that particular feature on the website before, but for some reason they got rid of it. I was thinking maybe due to the Elon Musk payment of a thing.
Or they're just like many of these bubble communities that just basically block Twitter just because they don't like Musk. So there might be different reasons.
True.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah, we
for
have to
sure.
check it out first.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I would be really surprised if they block iframings through some kind of script tweets, because that's part of their business to get audience from other platforms to X.
Twitter.
It's not Twitter anymore.
It's Twitter. I call it Twitter.
No,
it's
actually,
X.
X domain is
X
X now.
sucks. Ew. Ah.
All right. Okay. Well, I think just something to research about to see if we can embed that on the website. So yeah.
So I think we have like a few more minutes, and
Mhm.
if you don't have anything to talk or emphasize on, Tuli, I think we should also like the last time Akshat was here and he spoke about
Mhm.
website migration. It hasn't been
Mhm.
migrated yet, but now it has been successfully migrated. So I was hoping Akshat would love to like say something to the community.
All right. Action.
Like
You can
the
stop
most
sharing your screen, Ace.
Okay.
yeah, fine. So sorry I can't open my camera right now, but yeah, uh, like we successfully migrated the website to the master. Although we could get into the certain errors, like some of the blocks were not missing before, or we get into some components like two that were not rendering properly inside the production. Moreover, like when Lucas is on vacation, we got multiple Netlify build errors on the production, although we couldn't able to. But yeah, sooner or later we figured out what the issue was. Luckily, there was a Netlify status badge in the README that points to the Netlify deploys for the production. So yeah, we get into those particular errors, and now we are successfully migrated to it. We are still in certain like some more errors inside the website. Sooner or later we will fix it out. Moreover, like we have also started the work for the GSOC, the two mentees, Ashmit and Vishwa,
Nice.
like yeah, so both of them have started their work. Like they will be soon contributing. Like you will see something new inside the website. It's regarding the storybook and the testing. And yeah, will be seeing more such stuff regarding it. And yeah, that's it for also. And also, like we will be welcoming more contributors for this migrated website, as we will see that we are approaching towards the Async API mentorship program. So there'll be more contributors, more public who wants to contribute to website and get into the contributors fame. So yeah, we'll be welcoming more of them, and it will be a easy process for all the maintainers, especially for the code maintainers, to get through it. And also, yeah, more updates to it. Like there are the certain blogs that are being published by Ashmit regarding the website, our website journey to it. and like he actually accounted all the things we have faced in the last 2 months, how we planned, how we executed, what were the uh, what were the recent call-ups, like what are the decisions we took up during that particular phase, what were the discussions. So regarding all of this, and also like what are the major changes inside the website, all the things are being described in that particular blog. And even like if someone is new to the website, or if the person is not able to understand anything like about certain aspects, he can surely go to the blog and explore the things. And we'll be soon also updating the contributing, and I'm not sure should say that contributing guidelines, but it's more of a coding guidelines inside the website on what are the other rules and the extra ESLint rules that has been added inside the website.
Cool. And I was really hoping maybe it is possible if we can like help promote the blog, because I find the blog really interesting.
Yeah, surely. Like, I think Ashmit has
Um,
already posted from his account to the Twitter and LinkedIn. And
you don't read the newsletter, I see. I always catch you like this, right, Ace? I mean, these articles were on the newsletter. I don't know why. I don't know. I think I need to fly in Nigeria and just give you a week. Like, seriously. Because all this information you should have gotten your newsletter last week. You shouldn't be asking. Like, everything was there on the email. I made sure
Yeah.
that everything was included. Like, really,
I
Ace.
prefer social media.
yeah, even I will read it on the community update blog as well. It's all mentioned about it. Yeah.
But did we tweet about it?
I think the account has reposted that particular tweet from Ashwit.
I don't know what you want from me. Hi, Ace. Which bubble are you living in?
You didn't give me birthday cake, so duh. Yeah. So in case you don't know,
You
Tuli
wanted
had a
what?
birthday. In case you all don't know, Tuli had a birthday last Saturday.
Yeah, she did. She did for free.
See?
So you're angry for the cake? Is that the issue where the whole issue is?
Yes.
Apparently.
Sorry.
Actually, it sounded like you said she
Sorry.
had a bad day.
No.
I mean, if I wouldn't know it's birthday, I would assume like, what bad day? What do you mean?
Mm,
Yeah. Thanks, Akshat. That was a lovely summary.
Thank you.
Also, like just point of discussion if we are moving to the last of the minutes. So like asking everyone, like it was one of the questions from code, one of the code maintainers like Ansh, that what is the current views of the I-18 implementation we have done inside the website. Like, do you, Lucas, do you know about it? Like, we have done the internationalization inside the website. We have support for more than one languages, for like especially for only one, that is for one language only. But are we getting any views, or we are getting any specific business goals with that?
We should.
Don't we have any metric for that?
I mean, it's just that like who will coordinate? That's always the issue. Because I know that there was this pull request from someone translating to Korean, I think.
Yeah, and there is no one
Uh,
to review as well. The
Nobody's
problem is that.
reviewing.
Bami, don't you watch Korean drama?
Yeah, but then you think I just automatically know the language?
If you watch it without translation,
No. I always watch it with translation. No. I think I only know the word ISAO. That's hello.
That's a great start. You know?
But anyways, like
Yes.
the main question behind that was there was the meta tag issue that I think Lucas is already aware about, that we are not able to get the OG title, OG description, or even the embed for our website from a long time. And that's mainly because of the I18N configuration inside the website. So like previously, like Ansh told me, like if we remove the I18N, although that's a bigger move, I haven't in the favor of removing the I18 configuration. But also, like if the worst case happens, because previously also when Ansh started that particular project under the mentorship program, there were initially very big configuration issues from the I18, and that we are not able to properly configure I18N using SSG only, that is static site generation. And Lucas is aware about that. We at that particular point, we had a discussion that we have to get SSR for that in the Netlify, but we don't have that particular facility. So now again that question comes when we are resolving the meta tags.
So internationalization should stay there. It was added for the reason, like it's like basically
Yeah.
scaling the community, getting more people. It requires having translation, because we here we're biased. We have communities
Yeah.
from India, from Europe, from Africa, where it's pretty common that you push to learn English, and it's and for us it might be normal that when you're in tech you use English, but that's not the thing really for the whole world.
Yeah.
And for example, in Helsinki, I remember I had conversation with someone about having an API event in South America, and somebody said like that. For example, if somebody is organizing event in Brazil, it must be in Portuguese. It cannot be in English, for example.
Mm.
And a lot of South America, and also in many people in Spain, they prefer to read in Spanish. So we need it. I think there's a serious conversation for us in front of us, that where somebody has to really take ownership, like coordination, and finding funds, finding like people that are interested in it, and really push for it, like to really have content translated. I don't say everything in one run, but slowly, like coordinated with community, first with call of volunteers, because there are always volunteers. And and you don't really like we live in times where you don't really need to know the language to be able to review if the translation is good, because you can really easily use AI to check the translation to just make sure that nobody's making jokes or whatever, and it's not just some rambling or whatever. But somebody has to take it over. It's definitely not me, but it's important topic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay, we'll look into the resolving the error for the I18 first, and then we'll look if any discussion is needed.
And if anyone that is there that would like to push that
Totally.
topic forward, then please feel encouraged to do it.
Yeah, feel free, encouraged. Truly burning, feel encouraged to do it. So
You all anyway, time is up. I won't say anything. Time is up.
okay,
Nothing.
that
Comment.
was a fun conversation. So it's 10 o'clock here. It's an hour already. So if you have any question, please feel free to ask. Because we are already out of time. So I'm going to like publish a summary of this meeting after this meeting. So keep an eye out. I'm going to share it on Slack. So if you have any question about the conference, please feel free to reach out to Tuli or Bami on Slack. If you have any question about the community, you can still ask them or Wukash. So if none of them are responsive, then you can reach out to me. So, all right, folks. Have a lovely
All right,
rest of your
Daisy.
day.
All
Bye,
right.
folks.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.